I think we're going to conclude right here. We're going to end with questions. I think on my screen. So, the only thing I can say that I need for each and one of you to remember is remember. Okay? Music is about remembering. Okay? You have to have immaculate memory. If you don't remember, don't play. They say the best technique when in doubt, lay out. You ever heard of that? If you haven't heard of that, then it's true. When in doubt, lay out. The idea is we will always sound good if we play together. So when we have horns, it's very important that if we play one note, if everyone knows that one note, we play that. If we don't, you need to be tell me, okay? Because you always want to sound good. Always. Always. And it's very easy. It's very easy to sound great because you can easily just say, okay, what do we hear? And you have to listen. Musicians, you have to keep listening, keep listening. So they're going, boom, 4 chord, back to the 1 chord. 5, boom. So when I said go to the 5 chord, you have to listen to the piano player. You understand? So you have to listen. Have to listen every time to everything. Because it's music. And then whenever in your free time, just listen, keep listening to things. Listen to blues, listen to R&B, listen to rock, listen to salsa, listen to everything. We're going to do the Q&A, and then we're going to, we got refreshments. We got refreshments. Hey, refreshments. But Q&A, any last questions? Website. Questions? Okay, get it.
At first you say that you discovered gospel music, so how did you discover jazz music in your life? I mean,
jazz, how did I discover jazz? Well, you know, jazz is around, and then I had, I got John Coltrane's Loves. Well, actually, my first album was Grover Washington Jr. I think it was like Mr. Magic or something like that. I mean, I played saxophone. I had to listen to a saxophone player first. So, and then actually, I don't listen to saxophone players. It's weird. I just thought about that. That's a good question. I listen to more piano players, like Oscar Peterson. Now I listen to like Aaron Parks, and I listen to a little bit of Robert Glasper, Donny Hathaway, trumpet players like Ambrose, Terrence Blanchard. But after I listened to Grover Washington Jr. album, then I listened to John Coltrane's Love Supreme. And I was like, what is this? And then everyone kept talking about Charlie Parker. So I got, all the Charlie Parker. And I was like, what is this? I'm not cool. I don't get it. I was like, I really tried, but I don't get it. Then I got it. It took me a minute. But I did not get it. I was like, what is he? What? I didn't get it. And then I got it. It took me some time. Like even, John Coltrane's Love Supreme. Love Supreme is like, it's spiritual. It's technical if you want to think about it as technical. But, I mean, what we in the States don't have that you actually have the advantage of, you hear music from the mosque, or you hear meaning from many temples. You have that advantage. We don't have that advantage. So I have the advantage of hearing gospel music on a regular basis, and R&B and hip hop on a regular basis, just walking down the street. So my ears, everything comes to your ears. So John Coltrane, when he was playing Love Supreme, at that time, he was at the mosque a lot. He was, in the temple. So if you listen to what he's playing, he's emulating that. You understand? So don't run away from the things that you hear every day. Because, man, I would love to play like anybody in the temple. God, I think these cats are amazing. Yes. I mean, I was on my way here. I was like, man, I wish I could play like that. But yeah, so different things like that. Don't run away from the things that is you. Is you. That's what makes you different. Because I can't get that. I sound like, we have this thing called grit soul food. I sound like I eat soul food. Even though I love teh tarik and, nasi goreng, I don't sound like I eat nasi goreng, I try to eat it every day, but I just don't sound like that. So that's what you need, you know what I'm saying? You can sound like that and soul food. You have that advantage. You know what I mean? So take that advantage. And then people, because no one else can get it but you. You're the only person that can get that. That's crazy. I meant more. You got to, because I put that, if I didn't answer, I can answer more. Okay?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Sure?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. All right. We got to ask a couple more questions because we got to go.
Well, I must say that we are so grateful having you as tonight over here. It's really fantastic. Especially I found that it's very, very important, especially for young learners, especially within the university context. We always have visitors, and it's very rare actually to have someone like you in US. Because the music that you make, it's quite similar to what we are trying to do also. So it's an eye opener, an ear opener at the same time, and this is wonderful because I can see that you are actually passionate with what you do, and you are sharing deeply with the rest. And this, I do not know how to thank you. It's really wonderful.
Thank you very much. I've had a wonderful time since I've been here. So
I have one last two questions.
Okay.
One, how do you go about preparing your tour? Because I understand that you're going against time, you've got jet lag, and then because being a musician, health is number one. I know for most of you who's going to be a future promising musician, without good health, you can't do anything much, because that's where the energy comes from, that's where the sound comes from, that's where the air comes from, and it's everything. So how do you go about, because you need to maintain your well-being and also being expressive and having the groove all the time, it does require certain kind of regime or something similar to that?
Air, teh tarik.
Teh tarik.
Well, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that. So this is and the reason why I don't drink is because I have high tolerance. So I can drink everybody's drink in the room and nothing will happen. Right? So it's pointless for me to drink. And maybe about I moved to New York like 8 years ago. And when I moved to New York, I lost my taste for any beverage other than water and chai tea. So that's actually all I drink. I just drink water. I don't even drink juices. I don't drink sodas. But that's just me because my schedule is long. Like I didn't sleep today, man, until I got here. Maybe it was about 2 p.m. I didn't sleep today, which that means I didn't sleep last night. Normally I sleep around 6 or 7 a.m. I guess a normal day, really quick, a normal day. I'm the manager, I'm the business. I'm the tour agent, I'm the person that has to answer emails. So the things that I'm telling you, the business thing, I had to figure this out because I was pretty popular in Mississippi. But then I realized that the things that I'm doing, it may take me a long time to really get known. So I moved to New York. And I went from being like the most popular person to moving to New York, and I was like nobody. I was like, people pass me like every day, you know. I remember playing a solo, and you know, the guy before me, they were like, oh yes! Girls were like, yes, here's my number and stuff, you know. And then when I played, people were checking their phone, and you know, it's like, so it was a humbling experience. There was a lot of things that I needed to learn when I first moved to New York. And business was one of the things. It's the first time I ever bought a business card. Business was one of the things, so business and the mechanism of how you present yourself as an artist is important because there are millions of artists. And what I'm telling you as far as the blues, the little things of knowing when to play. You don't have to play a lot, but knowing when to play and what to play is important. You don't have to be a great soloist. If you're playing, I get paid also, I also play with like what's called wedding bands, and we know wedding bands, right? Wedding bands play stuff like Stevie Wonder and all this type of stuff, but they have the same thing, a band that gets paid triple the amount. It's called corporate bands. Different name, same music. Corporate bands play for Leukemia Foundation. When you watch TV, you know there's a band behind there. That's basically a wedding band. A high-class wedding band. That's me. Or they hire me just to hire horns that play behind that band. And the only way you can do it is oh, what key am I in? So, I get paid to play Stevie Wonder song in whatever key. You could say, we're going to play Stevie Wonder in Z, and then we're going to go to Gnarls Barkley, Crazy in F, and then after that we're going to play Nirvana.
Oh, Nirvana.
So I get paid to know these songs and to play them like the record. You understand, I didn't play. So the New York way before me was that's how jazz players play R&B. That does not get you hired. You understand? That will not get you hired. Jazz is for jazz. If I want you to play Stevie Wonder, I want you to play. That's it. That's how the song goes. That's when people hear it in their head and they dancing on the dance floor. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear anything else. It sounds very discouraging, I know. But there are many other gigs that you can use that. But you get paid greatly to play the song the way it is. So learn the song the way it is. Stevie Wonder's song can make you 500 US anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. If you just play the horn line the way it is. If you play the horn line and you add all of these different things and it will make you maybe 30 ringgit. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? So, the business of that is one thing I had to learn, the business of that. And as far as, so I'm the manager. So, actually when I booked this gig, so I'm playing, I just left Paris. So actually right now, I just booked today. Well, today is yesterday. Well, anyway, in the US, I just booked the gig. It sounds weird, but I just got confirmation on a gig in Africa. We've been in talks for a long time, so they finally sent the deposit. Business, we're talking business here. It's in May. So I'll be in Africa in May, and I have to do the music for a conference in May. So you are your tour manager. Business is very important. So you have to get all of these things together, and your promo, all your photos. You know, you don't want photos. The photo, whose camera was that? It was your camera? Things, all of that's very important. So you put all those photos on your .com. And then for me, as a, like, which you probably did, when I said, hey, I want to do a masterclass here, instantly they're going to go online and be like, hey, who is this guy that's around? This guy's nobody. And then you go online and go, oh, okay, no, I see some pictures. Okay, maybe he's somebody. But if I said, hey, I want to do a masterclass, and I had pictures of me and my dog, you know, me on a bike, would I come here? No.